Good morning, everybody. Greyhound here, as usual, hopping on a few minutes early. Let me know if you can hear me. Guess that means that you can hear me, because I can hear me. That's a good start to the day. How's everybody doing? I was pretty stoked. I got my first challenge lock open this morning on camera. So I got that video uploaded. That was kind of neat. I've had one other challenge lock here in my hands, and honestly, I just did not feel like I was ready to be able to try and open it. So I let it go. But it is what it is. Part of the fun, right? I'm good. Sounds like you're good, dude. Sounds like you were having an amazing day. Still waking up. Yeah, well, I hear you there, man. I hear you there. I'm going to try, maybe yet today, to sit down and do the blue whale challenge as well. I think I can pull that one out. Oh, move this out of the way. I got some goodies. That's the noisiest Velcro. It's one thing I'm not crazy about with this thing. I'm not real crazy about Velcro cases, but I picked up some 44 Delta handles for these. Oh, amazing. Just makes all the difference in the world having a good handle. Hey, good morning, Spontaneous. How are you doing? Link is in the chat out there if anybody feels like hopping on and joining me. But yeah, he just does a beautiful job. Those are very nice handles. That's the one thing I love this set, but I don't like the single layer handles. It just drives me nuts. Feels like I'm going to fold them in two when I'm using them. So got those on those. Really like it. Again, you can't go wrong, and it all still fits in that marvelous case. That thing's awesome. What a beast, though. Holy cow. What a monstrosity. Yeah, I was hoping that was coffee and not me over here taking a leak in the corner, right? You never know, dude. You never know what I might be up to, especially this morning. Kind of had a rough night last night. A little bit of a rolly unhappy stomach, but that happens sometimes. And then there are some new stickers. I got some more of my originals. And then I got these. I should have added the name on there somewhere, but I didn't. But got the nice little dog face hiding down in the lock. Look at that. I think those look sick. Yeah. He just makes beautiful handles. Can't complain. You know, and then my lovely set from Rogue Lock Sport made a really nice gray case to go with them. And then that most beautiful stuff. I went and looked up the runes to see what it says. This one is GHLP, so Greyhound Lockpicking. That's the worm. And this one says, what does it say? Gray and Hound. Really been enjoying those. They are amazing picks. Almost so beautiful I don't want to use them. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I was working on that challenge lock and I broke this short hook that he had in here out. And man, popped that lock open right off the bat. First time I had it open, that was pretty sweet. That was cool beans, man. Cool beans. Yeah, this is the only set that I have. And what is this? Is that the Ridgeback set? Is that what that is? I don't know enough on their sets to remember for sure. I think that's what that is. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Well, see if I lose you. We will see if I lose you. I think I might have got my internet issues somewhat resolved. We will see. Time will tell. Relocated equipment further away from my breaker box seems to have done it. Right? First time doing a CL. So happy about that. Happy that it worked. Happy that I was able to figure this one out and get it going. It was fun. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking that is. God! I think I got enough Velcro on there to hold the world down. But I'm pretty sure that's what these are, is the Ridgeback set. Very, very nice tools. Very, very well made tools. Cannot complain about those. I've been testing away on the deep dog leg pick design. Broke Picks has been helping me test these. I've got a couple of little design changes we're going to make to, or I'm going to make to it. I just need to get AutoCAD figured out to do what I want. And then I'm going to send off and get a bunch of these made up. So hopefully I'll have those before too long. I've actually really enjoyed them. I've picked everything I've got from white through blue with these. I picked open that challenge lock with these. So I think they're working really well. They definitely give a little more, well, quite a bit more lift than what I had on the other ones. So something more to play with, right? I've got lots and lots of locks I need to work on. I need to get going on this dimple lock. Get playing with it a bit. I'm learning how to do those. See if I can figure out that one. And then I got when Mr. Runesmith sent me that. Oh, wrong box. Where did I put that box? There it is. That was the poker chip box. Jeez, oh Pete. He sent me all of this. I had the sleeve to hold it, but I'll try and work on that. That is a Versa. Sent me a few of these Euro style cylinders to play with. This one has no name on it, so I don't know what brand it is. Don't have keys for these, so it is what it is. Luck Chuck, good morning, sir. A TSS core? An Era? See, I've got lots of fun stuff to play with. This one is a Patents. I've picked this one open now once. Got that one. A Berg Waschter C-line padlock. Nice big Euro cylinder here. And that's an ASA. Right? Nice box of fun. And here's probably the worst one that he sent me. Darn you anyway, dude. Yeah. That is a Medico biaxial. That just looks like a crazy, crazy lock. Broke seems to think he can help me figure out how to pick it, so I need to get with him and get some instructions, get some lessons. But this is some of what I'm going to mess with today. I'm going to see if I can figure out some of these Euro cylinders, play with those a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's a nice box of fun. Lots of goodies. Lots and lots of goodies that I don't know a doggone thing about. I don't even have any idea how many pins are in these things. I know nothing. What is everybody else working on? Anything good? Link is up towards the top of the chat, guys. If anybody feels like hopping in here and joining me, you are always welcome. Love to have people hop in. Got the giveaway to do today. We'll get to that one here in just a little bit. I'm not going to make you guys sit and hang around too long, you know. I'm not quite that mean. I might be, but not today. Depends on who you ask. But yes, very, very nice box of fun. I'm excited for all of that goodness. Ooh, I don't know about this. Yeah. what, Lock Chuck? Havana Neko Lock? I guess I'm not familiar with that one. I am not familiar with that lock at all. You are that mean? Well, it depends on who you ask if I am or not. Most people probably say, yeah, he is. But then you talk to my granddaughters, they'll tell you I'm the greatest person on the planet. But you know, how do you be mean to them? Ooh. Man, I don't know what all is in this lock, but it sounds and feels crazy. I had a bunch of things set and they all dropped out on me. You are that mean. I don't know about that. A Schlegel knob lock on the bench you've been working on. Yeah, you know, I've got a few. I don't know what these are. I don't remember. I've got a few of these doorknob locks. There's a couple in that box too. I don't know what they were. I don't remember. Good morning, Mats. How are you? There's an Era, a TSS. Yeah. This big old beastie. Those are really neat setups that they've got for some of those locks, right? That's just cool. That's kind of got a crazy keyway on it. Hey, Mr. Stu, how are you? I'm just stretching it out, making everybody suffer. You know, I had some really interesting people put in on this drawing this time. Got some people need to get some names out there for you guys to go check out because got a couple that are, let's see, who were they? I made a little list to go over. Phantom Fuego, I think a bunch of you know him. He has 22 subscribers. Sure, we can make the numbers better there. Magic Man 5. See, I'm just kind of going over some of the newer ones. He has 36 subscribers. Looks like some pretty good content out there. Another one's name is Eris. He has one entry, and that's the video for this giveaway. So very, very new. Definitely should go check him out. Eee. That does not look like much fun there, Dutch. I'm not going to lie. That just does not look like much fun. But I thought that was pretty cool that he put up a video for the entry. A way to kind of get him started. So, hey, Transparent Eyeball. I'm hoping. See if we get a few more people, a couple more people at least on here, and then we'll go through the list. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. But, you know, you never know. I don't know what's been going on with YouTube lately, but people tag me in videos. I don't get notified. I unless you happen to reach out and tell me that you put a video up, I have no idea because it's just not telling me. I'll go look and I'll double check, and yeah, they've got me tagged correct in there. Everything looks good, but it doesn't notify me. So I have no idea what to make of that. Much, Mr. Transparent Eyeball. Just looking at links for what? Links for these peekers. Let's see here. Let's find them. Lockpicking Vlad. Copy that one. Paste. There is for Mr. Eris. Mr. Rick Jones, how are you today? Just saying I've got some new pickers that can use a little love and help in the growth of their channel and encouragement. Here is Magic Man 5. Most of you guys have quite a few on your channels. Not that I'm not giving everybody shout outs, but I thought I'd pick a few of these guys up. And the other one is Mr. Phantom Fuego, which again, I think a lot of you see that. Oh yeah, we always got the usual suspects, right? Let's see here. Let me just go over here and let me do a share. 250. Share this up. I'll blow this up a bit for some of you guys that can't read. Here's who we have right now: Dean P, Brizzy Picks, Dutch Lockpicker, Charles Watt, Mr. C Studio, Stealth Rogue, Broke Picks. All right. Nick's Picks, Jeff and Things, Lock Junkie, Humboldt Picker, the Fighting Lock Picker, the Welsh Lock Picker, Mr. Richard Jones, Lock Saga, Phantom Fuego, QTH, Crow Llama, Rune Smith, Dots Locks, Magic Man 5, Eris, Cloud the Great 99, and Lockpicking Vlad. If you have an entry and I'm missing you, man, give me a quick yell. Get you put in. We'll hold off on this for just a little bit. See if we get more people in here. Let's see. Stop the screen share. But that's what I have so far, which I think is great, man. 22. Ground Fog. Welcome in. Yeah, it's coming out. Like, give him some love. Give him some motivation. Especially Mr. Eris, because like I said, the only video he's got is the entry for this giveaway. So like to try and help out those newer guys, give them some support and love. Nothing against the rest of you guys, but I'm rooting for one of the new guys to win the drawing. Like, which one was it? Eris? He used a it looked like a bent fork and a flattened out screw for a pick. Said he really doesn't have any viable tools. So I'd love to see somebody like that win it that can really use it. Not that, everybody wouldn't like it or be able to use it or put it to work. I understand that completely. Link is up towards the top of the chat if you would like to join up, hop on screen. Say hello to everybody. I'll pin that message, so it should be pinned to the top. There we go. If anybody's up to it. Not that you have to, but hey. So I guess while we're waiting on that, let's just go over the giveaway goodies. We'll start off with this. It's got the nice little multi-pick sticker up top. It kind of blends in with it. I threw my sticker on there. Feel free to peel it off. Do whatever you want. Whatever. But this is a 3D printed case, magnetic. It's got a spot for some tension wrenches. You can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 tools will fit in that. Neat little case, man. I think it turned out all right. Don't think it looks too bad. If you're going to have a nice case like that, you got to have some nice tools to go with a nice case like that. Thank you to my good friends over at Multipick for providing this beautiful set. Look at that. Look at all the tension wrenches you got, man. I mean, it's a wonderful set. You have these nice rakes. I believe all the rakes are in 0.6 millimeters. So that'd be 25 thousandths. When it comes to the picks, you have those in, this is the Elite Series. So there you have, I don't know if you can see that on there, 0.4 millimeter and 0.6 millimeter of each profile. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, net 5 pick profiles and 4 rakes, and then a total of what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 tension tools in this case. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. And there will also be, whoever wins, have their choice of the standard or the heavy dog leg. So I'll throw a set of dog leg picks in there. So this case will be pretty well full. Now, my picks, unfortunately, do not fit in here because the multi-pick picks are just slightly thinner here. So this doesn't fit those, but it fits all the multi-picks. Yeah, and this is a gorgeous case, man. That is such amazing leather. That is really cool. Really, really cool. Very nice stuff. It's a very nice set. So whoever gets that will be pretty well set up for multi-pick. You know, the sad part is I'm giving this stuff away. I don't own any multi-pick tools. None. I don't have any. I just give them away. How sad is that, man? It's sad. It makes me cry. Ah, so there you can hear my tears. Oh, sorry, not tears. Just coffee. Yep, it is a very nice batch of goodness. But, you know, it is what it is. How much thinner? What's how much thinner? And then I have this lovely heavy duty case that I got from Mr. Nick's Picks. Loaded up with all of these lovely tools. I bought some of 44 Delta's marvelous handles for those. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm sure they will appreciate it. They're going to be going, oh, what happened? Why did I all of a sudden get all these subs? Not that I'm getting them that many subs, but hey, you know. Poor Mr. Eris, he's going to be like triple. Right, handles. Yeah, handles to fit the case. So let's see. I don't know if we can even really see it. Well, let's have a look. I might need to grab my... Man, I mean, it is not much different. Let's find out. We'll go old school today. An old school dial caliper. See where we're at. So thousandths of inch, not millimeters. Sorry, guys. For those of you metric buffs. So let's see what we got here. We have 322. We'll go 32. Yeah, 322. And this one is, well, it sure says it's the same, but it don't fit. No, it's not the same. Let's see. 318, 317, 318 right in there. Yeah, Ridgeback set. Loving that set. So, yeah, it is quite a bit thinner. Quite a bit narrower. So who knows? Maybe I'll have to take the drawing plan for that and see if I can modify it to fit the other ones. That'd be kind of cool. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Tweak it just a little bit. Tweaky. Mr. Orgus Anarchy, how are you this morning? We've been just going over. Oh, I guess I better put the picks back in the case. I don't want somebody to get an incomplete set. Incomplete set of beautifulness. There. The only use that these picks have seen is when I played with them just briefly, and then I did my review video on them. It is a very, very, very nice set of picks. Those guys do make good tools. A little on the pricey side, but, you know, it is what it is. What do you guys know about these Versa cores? What can I expect with that thing besides massive headache, head trauma, something of the sort? Any special gotchas on these? Or not really? And then, of course, there will be some chips and some various stickers and swag and some different things. Who knows? Maybe throw in one of these magnetic. That's all I have of those, so there's not very many of those in existence. The Ridgeback set. All right. Going to try my hand, I think, later today at the Blue Whale Challenge. See what I can do with that bad boy today. Hold on, we're connecting your channels. To activate channels, please enable channels. What? Did I somehow lose you guys? Yeah, it looks like it's good. Everybody still there? Anybody still there? Bueller? I had some really weird message come up in here about connecting my chats. So I just wanted to make sure that things are still happy. Hello? Maybe not. Maybe not. Still here. God, you guys are so quiet. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. All right. Well, shall we get on with the reason why everyone's here? The giveaway. Instead of make you sit here and watch me fumble fart around, do nothing. Present. Still waiting for somebody to join me on screen, but no takers. All right, let's hop over. Let's go look through the list. Over here. And we'll go here. All right, so one more time through the list. Dean P. Brizzy Picks. Dutch Lockpicker Charles Watt. Stealth Rogue Broke Picks. Nick's Picks. Jeff and Things. Lock Junkie. Humboldt Picking. The Fighting Lockpicker. The Welsh Lockpicker. Richard Jones. Lock Saga. Phantom Fuego. QTH. Crolama, Runesmith, Dots Locks, Magic Man, Eris, Cloud the Great 99, and Lockpicking Vlad. Anybody on here that I'm missing? Nobody saw. Right? Who? I didn't see nobody. Nobody was here. I sat here all by my lonesome. Let's see, will it change over to this? No, I got to change what I'm sharing. That's pretty cool. Replace the screen share. And there we go. There is the Wheel of Torture. Everybody ready? Should we just get this thing rolling? Get the important part out of the way. Right? My chat did freeze for a little bit. Stu, I'm thinking it's there again now, I hope. I mean, I'm seeing some chats roll in, but things might be slow. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully I'm not too far behind. Latest one I just saw just came in, Dutch lock picker, good luck all. So hopefully, Stu, maybe you can let me know. Am I way off? Am I way behind? All right, let me move this. Redoing linoleum floor. Phew. You might need more than coffee, dude. All right, let's get the clicking. And let's see, we're going to do last man standing kind of a deal here. Kind of same as usual. I don't have any great ideas for different ways of doing the draw. So here goes spin number 1. Chat still good. Woo! Jeff and the thing. Wah, you poor dude. I'm sorry. 1 down, only 21 to go. Oh. Make you dizzy staring at it. All right. Let's see who's next on the chopping block. Oh. Mr. Nick's picks. Out of the Romans. Right? Wop, 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 wop. Try to find something funny to have in there. QTH. And all these guys are got great channels, guys. If you haven't checked out, if you aren't subscribed to everybody in this list, you should be, because you're missing out. Great stuff. A little annoying, isn't it? Should we change that and get rid of that horrible, horrible, sad noise? We'll do something different. And let's maybe go during spin. Let's slow the spin down a little bit, or speed it up a little bit. There we go. Death Wish Espresso. Burp. Mr. Broke Picks is out. Mr. Locksaga is down the drain. Dude. That's what we need. We need a drain sound, right? A toilet flush or something. Let's have fun with it. Uh-oh. Cloud the Great. Next one. Fight the cost. Oh, Dean P. And he's got about the same kind of luck as I do. Little to none. Oh, Phantom Fuego. That's too bad. That was one of them that was on the newer picker list that I had out there. I think he has 20-some subscribers. Hopefully he has a couple more now. No, Eris. I was cheering for him because, man, he doesn't have much of anything. He is really, really nice. There's one watching video out there. Hopefully, many more to come. Want to see more out of him. Lock picking Vlad. That's a bummer as well. Another good one. Great content, great channel. Check him out. Oh, good Mr. Runesmith is by the way, his package is finally actually moving somewhere in our lovely postal service. It's only taken almost 4 weeks now to finally make it to a coast of the US. It's been ridiculous. Mr. Krolama. Another one with a great channel out there. Well worth a watch. Brizzy Picks is down and out for a count. Good morning, Mr. Delbert Alexander. How are you today? Oh, sorry, Stu. Or is it Charles Watt? Or is it the same person? What? I can't believe that. That was funny when you were going through that whole debacle. The Dutch lock picker, man. I'm sorry, dude. Homer. Getting down there now. Getting close. Oh, so close. Right? Humboldt picking is out. 5 to go. Right? That would have been all right. And Dean's gone too. That's really too bad. No. Magic Man 5 is out of here. There went the last of the new channels that I was hoping one of these guys could have won. Love the sound effects. I need to go find a different one. Morning, Mark Carter. How are you? Mr. Lock Junkie is out. Another one. He's got some good content. Makes it fun. The Fighting Lockpickers, Stealth Rogue, and the Welsh Lockpicker are the 3 remaining. Morning now, you little chitlins. Stealth Rogue. We are down to the Fighting Lockpicker and the Welsh Lockpicker. Who's it going to be? Let's see. We better change things up a little bit. We better go after the spin. Let's have something better. Ooh, an angelic choir. There we go. We'll go with the lion's roar. We better launch some confetti. And here we go. Smiles and happy. Who is it going to be? Ooh, look at that. Takes it right to the edge. Oh, the Fighting Lockpicker comes out on top. There he is, the last man standing. Holy cow. Sure, let's go all out. The Fighting Lockpicker. All right, man. I will try and reach out to you on Discord. You can reach out to me, whatever your favorite thing is, Discord, Reddit, YouTube, Rumble. It doesn't matter. I'm there. There we are. Again, I can't thank each and every one of you enough for being a part of it, for being a part of this channel. I see him on like what, 304, 302 right now. So I can't thank each and every one of you that have been here enough. You know I don't necessarily put out a lot of stuff, a lot of content. I was doing a bit more at one point. Kind of got in trouble from the wife that I was spending too much time, so I had to cut back. So I do my lives to try and throw a couple things out here and there every once in a while. But hopefully I'll be able to do a little more here at some point. But I love it. I'm enjoying it. Love each and every one of you guys for being here, for putting up with me, listening to my shenanigans, watching me fight and not open locks, right? Because I'm not very good. But hey, that's how you learn, right? Now, how do I stop this? Stop the screen share. All right. So there we are. The lovely gift pack. I will reach out to him, see what else I can come up with. Let's see. I need. Good grief. I needs me a sticky note. Click that like, absolutely. Click the like, click the subscribe button if you are not subscribed. If you are not subscribed, what the heck is wrong with you? You should be. All right, we're just going to write on the back of a sticker. And let's see, that was. The Fighting Lockpicker. Congratulations yet again. Hopefully, probably be 500 subs before I try and do another giveaway. I'm over 300 now, which is out honking standing. Whoa. Again, up there at the top of the chat, should be pinned on YouTube. Anywho, is the link if you feel like joining me. By all means, get in here. Don't make me talk to myself all day, because nobody wants to hear that, because I just kind of ramble. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to put that giveaway on. Like I said, the tool set was given to me by Multipick. So those guys are outstanding. Can't thank them enough for that. I was a new dude. He seems to answer on Instagram the most. Well, I'm out on Instagram as well, so I can try and look him up there. Right? I love it. I enjoy it. I have so much fun with it. Not going to lie. Wouldn't be fun if it wasn't for you guys showing up. I've been pretty fortunate. I don't get a lot of oddballs. I haven't had any trolls show up. Need beer. It's too early for me to start drinking beer. My stomach's killing me anyway. So beer would not be a good thing at the moment. Dude, these locks, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, Jay Gabriel heading to battle. I should be mowing my lawn today, but I don't know that my stomach's going to cooperate to let me do that. So this might be a day I end up on the couch hanging with the dogs and cats, watch a movie or two. I don't know. We shall see. 3:30 there, huh? Well, 8:30 here. Just finished your beer. Yeah, see, it's old beer 30 for you guys. I guess it's old beer 30 any time of day over here, right? It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. And thank you for that. See, or Stu, I will look him up. Get him plugged in there. Right? I've been traveling so much. I'm just happy to be home for a little bit. But then my wife had to be gone, so I'm home alone for a little bit. Which I guess will work for working on that AutoCAD drawing. See if I can figure that out. My son-in-law, I think, might try and give me a hand. He's pretty sharp at that stuff, sharper than I am by far, because I'm really new to the whole CAD drawing software and trying to make what I need. I did some exports for somebody else so they could look at the drawings and see what they thought. But I struggled, man. That took me 2 weeks just to figure out how the heck to get it exported in the right format. And even that, I still don't know if it's any good. Ooh, man, I'm telling you. My stomach is so unhappy with me. So what's everybody else been picking? Anybody working on anything fun out there? I know, like I said, I've been picking on some cool crap. Did a challenge lock. Finally got an open on that bad boy. Waiting for the key to get here. I need to figure out. Here's a question for some of you guys. And I know, don't give me too much crap. I know this is a replica Gizmo lock. But on something like this, lever lock. This one has the center pin in it, so I can't use just the traditional wire. But how do you know on this where to do your tension? Is it always in the front? Is it always in the rear? How do you know how and where to tension a lock like this to work on it? Because I want to see, I'd really like to see you figure it out and pick this thing just for the fun of it. And I've got another one I got to work on too that I got from Mr. Nick's Picks. Well, thank you for stopping by, Jay Gabriel. Good luck on your project. I hope it all goes absolutely perfect. Hot bean soup. That's the magical juice. That's right. The magical bean juice. Yeah, I need to get back on some of the lockpick or the handcuff challenges. Speaking of which, I don't know if anybody out here has much experience with these. So these are Peerless, but these are Peerless Model 300. Slightly different than the others. These are an older set of cuffs. And, oh, that's how you do it, huh? This thing, for whatever reason, I can pick off the double lock, but I cannot open the padlocks with these. I can't get that thing. And I don't know if it's just because it's that stiff, because it is incredibly stiff in this lock. I can't budge the doggone hasp to be able to pick these. I've been able to shim them, but even that, man, these are tight. And the tolerances on this set, I mean, they are some tight. They're nice handcuffs, very, very nice handcuffs. But that hasp is so stiff. I've even tried, without a key in there just so I can see what I'm doing. And even with that, I can't seem to budge it. What picks am I using? Right now I'm just trying just this little hook. That's worked pretty well for me, but I don't know, maybe I need to be using something different on this. One of these days I need to break down and get myself a, see, I don't have a ball pick. I guess I could, I could break out my inventory. I think I still have one set. Try squeezing the bow a little. Back here? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I guess I could probably break out one of the Shackleman sets out of my inventory and just move it to my inventory. But yeah, even, because like I said, I'll open it up like this so I can see in there and I can see what's going on. And even with that, I just don't feel the love, man. Just getting nothing. I've tried bobby pins. I've bent the living piss out of them and moved absolutely nothing. Nothing. Not a peep. Like I said, I can pick the double lock off of it. But when it comes to moving the pawl so that I can open it up, it just says, bite me, doughboy, I ain't doing it. And that's on both sides. They are really, really stiff. So I need to figure it out. Eventually, I guess I'll figure it out, I hope. Yeah, sweep the pick back a bit. It's almost like I'm not even getting on it. Let's go look. Let's just see. I mean, it is so stiff that I broke my homemade key. That's how stiff these boogers are. I mean, they're terrible. Because this one, let's see, it's all the way around. So if I put the key in, here's where the key goes in. I'm turning all the way around to there before it engages. But even with that, man, you got to put some tension on there. It is tight, very tight. I mean, they are amazing. Thing is, you got to find a set like on eBay or something like that out there because they don't make these anymore. These are an older set, retired set that was given to me. Let's see. Here's the little tag that was with it. Peerless Handcuff Company, model 300, and then the serial number listed, 406873. Very cool. But, man, they are some stiff freaking cuffs. And I've worked with a lot of Peerless over the years, and I don't think I ever had 300s. I might have at one point. That's how freaking old I am. I might have been carrying a set of those old beasts. But I cannot seem to get a hold of that pawl to get that baby to move. There, I might have got it. I might have got it by doing that press so I could feel it. But man, I'm telling you, I got to really rack it back in there. And there it goes. But holy cow, man. Talk about destroy a pick in a hurry doing that because they are stiff. I'll have to find a ball pick, try that out too, see what it does. I got to find some better glue so I can fix this because I 3D printed this handle and cut up to make an extended key, but it still works. But if I try and go too hard on it, it just spins in here. The glue isn't holding, so I'll need to take it out and redo it. But I thought that turned out pretty good. Looks nice. Looks like a little Kubaton design. And I've got my double lock pin at the top and key at the bottom. 3D printing fun, man. 3D printing fun. But yes, they are some really nice cuffs, actually. I'm really, really impressed with them. Super smooth. But that pawl is stiff. Much harder to open than my Vipertex. Imagine that. Imagine that. Orgus, finally off to shop. All right. Thank you for stopping by, good sir. I do greatly appreciate it. We will catch you later on. Try these out. Right? You just got to give it some gentle caressing. And I don't know. I was trying to look up. I don't remember. I looked up at one point, but I don't remember what it was when they stopped making them. Let's see. Handcuff warehouse. Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. Old vintage Peerless handcuffs. Model 300. $50 or best offer out on eBay for a pair of those things right now. But I don't know. I'm not finding. Yeah, that'll probably be the best to be to JB Welded. I used some Gorilla Glue, and usually that works pretty doggone well, but it didn't on these. So, man, they've got those things in every color under the sun, don't they? That's kind of cool. Let's see. We're going to find that. We're going to find that, guys. We're going to find the history of these. Let's see what I can find here. 300. All right. They were replacement to the earlier 200 series. Yeah. Design. Yeah. Model 300. Standard for law enforcement. 300 is eventually replaced by the newer 800 series. But they don't tell me anything about it. Darn you. I don't know, guys. That's all I can tell you is that they don't make them anymore. They don't make them anymore. Yeah, to the Google. Oh, that's what I was trying to do, is to the Google, and the Google didn't Google me nothing good. But maybe somebody else with better Google luck than me can find the history of these things, find out when they quit making them. I think in the 70s, maybe? I think, if I had to hazard a guess. So I should be working on, well, I need to work on some of these. Some of these Euro cylinders are just too cool. But I need to figure out this one. This is my lovely one sent to me by Mr. Nick Spix. Right? Let's see. Now, it's neat with this lock is I can actually look in here so I can see exactly what is going on. I'm not sure. So he sent me tools with this lock. But I don't know what's for what. Thinking that this is the pick and this is the tensioner. Because I can get this in here. My goodness. Like so, and I can see that's where it needs to be for tension. I got to learn how to do the picky. You see on this one, it's got this nice opening back here. I can actually look in it and I can see the pins, or not the pins, the levers. But I don't know what I'm doing, so there's that. And I don't know if I should be doing it there, if I should be tensioning it from this side. What I should be doing, I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. None. But I can, I can get in here and I can look and I can see. Hey. See, that's where having the key is handy, because I can see clearly now. My brain is on. So there I can see. Tensioning it that way. I don't know. I'll make it. I'll figure it out eventually. Mr. Dean P., how are you? You made it, but you missed the drawing. I was nice and I didn't make people sit and stare for forever waiting for me to do something. Mr. Fighting Lockpicker was the winner of the drawing today. He won that Golden Globe of goodness. I do have some more stuff I need to give away at some point, but you know, it is what it is. You know, put the link out there waiting for somebody to join. Tension the bolt and lift the lever. Not sure exactly what you mean or how you would do that, but I know with the tools that I was given, one of them is supposed to be a tension wrench, and one of them is a picking tool. I'm not sure what the third one's for. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's got some outstanding content out there. Good guy. So I had some really new pickers on the channel. I was kind of rooting for them, to be honest with you. But hey. It is what it is. As long as a good person wins, that's all that matters. Yeah. Someday I will lock that thing up in a vise and get serious with it, playing with it. I need to mess with some of these lovely. Now this one, I don't even know what brand this cylinder is. There is nothing on it. I don't have a key for it. I don't even know what the keyway is on that one. This one is what, a Patents? Yep. This one I've picked and opened before once. But again, I don't have any keys. The third clamshell. What's the third clamshell? Overdoing it with energy drinks. That's funny. Oh, that'll be great there, Mr. Marks or Mats. Hey, Nola. Yeah, it's the shiny brand. Yeah, that's right. That one there is the chrome plated baby. Mount that on the door of my lowrider. How are you doing, Mr. Nola? Yeah. JP cuffs. Can't say I know much about those. Haven't heard of that brand. Haven't heard of that brand, but of course, you know, you've got the right people on here to ask that might know something. I've got these Peerless, which are kicking my hind end. And I've got my Vipertex. And I've got these. See, listen to the difference. Can you hear those? That's those. What were those? Bulldog. And then here's the Vipertech. They're pretty quiet. They're pretty decent, pretty tight. But then there. That's shaking those Peerless. Those babies do not rattle. They don't move. They're wonderful. Let's see the Vipertech. They're pretty easy. They're not bad. These aren't bad. These I can't budge them. Let's see if I really get after it here. Nope. Nope. Got to find the right tool or find the right spot, or I'm hitting them wrong, or I don't know. But they are dirty, dirty little pigs. That's what they are. Smith & Wesson's. Oh, Smith & Wesson makes good cuffs. I don't think you could ever complain too much about those. Let's see. Right, I need to do some more of the Shackleman challenges, and that's I was doing those for a little bit, knocked a few of them out. And I've been busy trying to figure out, well, one, that challenge lock, and then two, trying to figure out those Peerless cuffs, because I'd like to use those on some of those challenges. But man, I haven't found a freaking tool that can hold up to them yet. I know, right? Stop reminding me of my inadequacies, Nola. That's just mean. I tell you. Who needs trolls when you got Nola? Yeah. That's right. I'm old enough. I remember the 70s stuff, right? If you don't come out with floss in your teeth, you're doing something wrong. That's wrong. Wow, that's a crunchy son and walk, isn't it? Hiking the forest. That's right. None of these little narrow trails or paved highways. No. And 2 sets of cuffs, JP and Smith's. I don't know anything about JP. Never heard of that one. You had a girl there in the 70s. Yeah. Not quite that old, but I remember seeing the magazines back in. The ones I could kite from other people to view for my viewing pleasures. Man, this chat went downhill in a hurry, didn't it? Went downhill as soon as Nola showed up. Yeah, if the pages aren't all stuck together. Oh, you two. I'm telling you. Quit dragging me into the gutter. Man. I'm telling you what. So, the thought, I'll show you this real quick. See if I can get that to focus. Or am I going to have to kick it over to manual focus? I'm going to have to manual focus it. There we go. So this was the deep hook design. What the thought I'm going to try and do is take where the curve starts here and move it back a little bit more. There's a little bit more of that curve. And then taking the tip and turning the tip down a little more, a little further. Instead of angled forward, bring it down further. So that's my plans, to try and get that design done. As soon as I get that done, I'll start trying to get some made up and ready. So that's the plan. These actually have worked really well for me, but that was a suggestion that I got in order to improve things a little bit. So we'll see, and maybe notch it out a little bit behind this just to help give a little more lift over the pins. So there you go. The door had no hedges, knew they were in the wrong spot. Maybe that's what it was. It was a guide, right? I tell you, you guys, craziness. Absolute craziness. Itching for a new tattoo. Gonna have to order some ink. Just go grab a Bic pen. You got plenty of ink, right? Isn't that how that works? Man, I tell you what, YouTube and where it's at versus where I'm at is way behind the 8 ball, and I'm not really sure why. It's pretty ridiculous. Really is. So I see it's just now showing the pics that I was talking about 5 minutes ago. Holy cow. Oh, Berserker Tat. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, because didn't you just complete the Berserker challenge? I don't have enough locks to do that, dude. Let alone locks that I could open in that kind of time frame. But I don't think I own 20 locks. So isn't that what the Berserker was? 20 locks? I have one tattoo, and I don't know if I need any more. I mean, it's got to be something that really means something to me. So, I don't know. See, look at this. It's killing me, Smalls. It's killing me. It doesn't feel like I set anything. You need to hit the live button on your other screen. What do you mean? What live button on my other screen? Oh, here? Is it really not that far behind? It's still a ways behind. Maybe sped it up a little bit, but not a lot, but a little bit. I'll try and turn this thing the other way. Yeah, in under 5 minutes, 20 locks in under 5 minutes. You know, if I had the right kind of locks, I could probably do it. Give me, 20 brinks. Or I could just go to raking. I could do 20 of those in under 5 minutes. Spider webs on your knees, huh? Yeah, I was never a big fan of putting anybody's name on my body. Maybe the kids. I don't know, but I don't really need that either. I haven't done the one with the mittens on yet. I don't have any mittens either, so I guess I could wrap socks around my hands. It would not be easy. That would make it tough. God dang. I'm not going to open any of these stupid locks. I'm telling you. Of course, it doesn't help any that I'm just not quite feeling all that good. I tell you, got some seriously rank burps coming off. I know you guys wanted to hear all about that, didn't you? Ooh, oven gloves. Oh Lord. You know, my wife. I love my little oven mitts. Well, not oven mitts, but just my little hot pads to grab things out with. My wife went through all of them out and replaced them with a set of these little mitts that she bought. Yeah, the rubber ones. I can't even get my hands in the damn things, dudes. So it's like, how am I supposed to get anything out of the oven now when I can't do it? Well, I was thinking maybe a set of socks would work, wouldn't it? Maybe not. Not the same as mittens, I guess, but I used to have mitts all the time. But God, I'd hate to try and work with picks with those because they were like buck hide and wool lined. And you know, we had a lot of Canada smoke for a little while. It kind of cleared up for us over on this end. So it isn't too bad now. Sensory deprivation mitts. What the heck are those? Let's see. I need something different. I need a different tension wrench. Let's try you out, see if you fit. I'm wondering if maybe even the thicker one will fit in this lock. That was the thick one. We'll try that. Sensory deprivation mitts. That doesn't sound like much fun. I guess. Challenge, right? That's the whole point, the whole object of the game is to be challenged. Got branded twice, huh? On purpose or on accident? I don't know how I opened this thing before. I don't know. Locks on the straps. Yeah. Well, I'll be waiting to see you do that video. You get those babies strapped on. I just don't want to see you tied to a headboard while you're doing it. Ain't nobody got time for that. On purpose. I've heard of people doing that, the whole branding thing. Does not sound like a very enjoyable time. Now, does it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I guess. Everybody's got their own thing. Scarification. See, that's why I wouldn't know these things, Nola, because I am sweet and innocent. Oh, there we go. At least a full set. Now I can get something beyond that. No. Luck Chuck. Did you get tired of watching me fumbling there, sir?
No, I was busy trying to get some things done before I could get to my picking table.
Yeah, I tell ya. These new locks I got are driving me bonkers already.
Well, that just means it's a new challenge.
Exactly. It's all right. I kind of gave up on them stupid lotto locks. Those things drive me insane.
Oh, well, this one's driving me crazy.
Yeah, I have one of those. I have an Avis. And that thing. Oh,
Yeah, it's.
I have a couple Master 410s that I opened. No idea how, because I've never been able to open them again.
Yeah, 410s to me are not. I won't say easy. I don't say that for you, but they give better feedback than this little rascal right here. It just, I don't know. It just feels crunchy the whole time.
Honky, good morning. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, almost any of those lotto locks like that, they're definitely not my thing because they just irritate the bejesus out of me.
Yeah, I got two when I bought it, so I actually started gutting this one just to see what was in it. So I got two pulled out, and they're just little barrel pins. So
I've got one, and I think that's the Avis. This actually is guttable.
yeah, there is a couple. This one is not. This one was not supposed to be guttable, but it is
No,
now.
it's not either. Here's that Avis. What brand is that other one I have? Yeah, it's an Avis Brady that was sent to me. And that one,
Yeah,
plastic body, but it's guttable.
yeah, that one is. But be careful gutting that one. If it's the one I got, it's a very skeletonized core, and you need to shim it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Lotto Lock is good at making lots of frustration. You are absolutely right. I can't stand them.
And they had that. They put him as lower rank belt. And it's like, really?
Right? And to me, man, they're tough. And I think a lot of it is because they're not sprung cores or shackles. You don't have any of that tension to help with the feedback in there. Brand with cold, the hair grows back white, huh? Interesting. The chat devolved into something rather odd today. I'm telling you. It took a sideways turn as soon as Nola showed up. He's pretty good at that, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab something different to play with for a minute. I need a break from that other stupid thing. Grab this.
The trade safes, yeah, they're even the Brady ones. No, I think they're all standard pins, so a little bit heavier tension, I think, and they're easy to open or easier with heavy tension, but they're just so skeletonized. They're very dangerous to gut.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Let's see if I got the. Because it was probably like that Brady that you were talking about.
Yeah, except it's a plastic body.
Oh, you got a plastic body one.
I've got a plastic body one that's guttable. I've pulled the core out, but I haven't actually tried to open it up and gut it all yet.
Yeah. Did it have the spring on the back of the core, like pinned into the top of the core?
I don't believe so. No.
Oh, okay. Maybe you got an older one that's
I don't remember it having that.
better quality.
I know it was kind of a pain even just pulling the core out of it, getting the core back in.
Oh, really?
Because you get the core out, and then there's the ball bearings and everything will fall out of the inside of it.
Oh, because the core is holding the ball bearings in and not a separate actuator.
Yep. So you got to be really careful putting
Mm.
things back together because you'll think you've got it screwed back together, but it's not, and then it'll lock up
Oh,
because you
no.
didn't do it right. Yeah. Yeah. And then I had a lot of lock that I picked. I picked that thing like a 410. I picked it 3 or 4 times, and then I turned it into a rattle.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
3D printed a body and made a new body for it, and I've never been able to open it again.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about that one. And I just printed one of the bodies. I was going to send a lady lock. She wants to demonstrate how to repair
Yeah.
a rattled one.
I printed out a few extra bodies. I need to send those off. Mr. Stu wanted some of those, so he could have in case people brick some of those ones he was building. And it's nice because then you can pull it apart and gut it and play with it.
Yeah. Did you get it off a Thingiverse or?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
went with the 2 screw version because I saw there was also
Uh-huh.
a 4 screw, but I did the 2 screw.
Yeah, there was two screw versions. Well, it was one screw version, and then there was a remix that made the deeper, I guess, so the screws had more to go into. I don't know
Yeah,
if that's the same one you did or not, but
I
that's
don't remember. I don't know.
I I hadn't
I don't know.
tried
I
it.
just saw one looked cool, so I grabbed it and printed it.
Yeah, and I did the same. Well, I hadn't tried it. I'm sending it off to her.
Yeah, works really nice. And then it's got a ridge that goes up behind the core inside of it, so you can't rattle it.
Okay, I don't think this one had a ridge. It was just solid on that side.
Yeah, well, it fills it like I said, it fills in behind the core so to prevent it from. You can still spin it all the way, but the pins can't fall out.
Right. I wonder if they get hung if they get into the shell just a little bit, and you just have to lean it or anything
I
to
think
get
if
it
you
to.
just leaned it the other way, they'd drop back
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. That's what I figured.
but
That.
I haven't really tried that yet to really see what it does. But it's easy enough to test because it's easy enough to take it apart if I want to see what's in there.
Which is that? What lock is that?
This
Yeah.
this is a Harbor Freight U.S. General that I put an 1100 core in.
Okay. That's that one. Okay. I've heard you talk about that
And
one.
it's actually a little different pick than a standard because the shackle spring is so stiff on this thing. You've actually
Right.
got to put pretty healthy tension in it.
That's probably like when the old American locks, they used to have really stout springs that were engaged from the very beginning. Now they don't engage, pretty much till you get it picked.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it actually made it a little harder pick than I expected. But
Yeah, I got this one off of eBay. It's not an American, but it's American lock clone, the Ace lock.
yeah, I
Did
bought a couple of Ace. I was back home in Minnesota visiting over the 4th of July, and they have an Ace Hardware.
mm-hmm,
I picked up a couple of their Ace locks, and seriously, they're like the size of a Master, like a 140,
mm-hmm.
but they're 6-pin security pin.
Yeah,
They're a
they're,
nice
they're
lock, very
yeah
nice.
they're. I love them. I love Ace locks. They took the time to actually put some security into them versus
Yeah, that's
somebody else.
for the size of a lock. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. The only thing I was disappointed on this one, it says American, it's pretty much American lock. It says 6 pins, but when I was picking, I was like, something ain't right. I'm only feeling 5, and when I got it picked, it was 5 pins.
Really?
Yeah, I
Huh.
was kind of disappointed. But it's an old. I don't know if it matters. It was an old stock. I
Well, the
don't
thing
think
that
anybody's
surprised me
opened
with
it.
the ones that I bought, they're green belt rated locks in the LPU world, but under $10
Yeah.
for that kind of a lock is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
They've got really nice bidding on the keys. but yet buttery smooth on the inside. The way the key fits and works and everything is just smooth as glass. Really was impressed with them.
Yeah, anytime I see an ace lock for cheap, I like I grab them. They're fun.
Yeah.
Even like I got like a 30 millimeter one. I think it's still 5 pins. So,
Yeah, I think these were 38 millimeter. Goodness gracious. Like the Mask with Jim Carrey. Yeah. What a funny movie.
I hadn't watched
Back
that
when the
one.
guy was actually a good comedian. He's kind of gone off as rocker anymore, but
Take a break from that one for a minute.
yep. Griefers. Yeah, I never know when I do these lives where I've got a drawing going on in there, how long into it I want to go before I do the drawing. You know, kick
Yeah,
everybody off sitting there waiting for a drawing.
yeah. Sorry, I hate I missed it. I've been missing a lot of drawings for everybody lately. I just hadn't.
It's so hard to keep up.
Try to subscribe to everybody, but then my feed is so full. It's hard.
Yep, hard to keep it all straight. Yep, saw him in that Sonic movie. I was watching that with the grandkids the other day. Man, I got to find the right kind of tensioner to fit that lock and work it. Not sure what to do here. Let's try Mr. Broke Picks.
Don't you love that?
No, I don't. Not one bit. Just not quite getting the hang on it here. What the heck I'm doing? I'm not even feeling the pins drop in here in this stupid thing today. I've been focusing on that challenge lock that I had for the past few days, trying to get a feel for that thing. Figured I should finally get it knocked out and done.
Who's that one by?
Thumper.
Thumper.
Like I said, that was the one that kind of amazed me. Because it looks like the first date written on here is December 2023. And it's only been to 6 people.
Hmm.
Looks like Trucker had it first, then Loose Shirt, then Lock Junkie, Lock Picking Hippie, Broke Picks. And he said when he got it, it didn't work right. So he sent it to G Keyman, who fixed it, and then sent it back to him, and then it came to me after that. Pop goes the weasel. What kind of lock is that when you're on there?
It's same Mavis. It's got the first 2 pins pulled out. So I'm just trying to learn the feeling of it.
How do you like those Covert Instruments picks? You've got some of the or not the Echelon, but one of their new sets looks like there, huh?
Yeah, it's part of the Apex, I guess. The
Yeah.
Apex
What do you
line.
think of those?
I like them. I like a couple of the. I mean, I like handled locks. Period. But,
Yeah.
So far, I like them. Some of the sets are. I don't use a lot of the picks out of them, but like the basic and then the one that's equivalent to the McNally set, I use.
That's the only thing that kind of got me is it looked like a lot of them in the pre-done kits are picks I really don't care for. It's Hell on Pins there, Nola. Is the one I've got. I think we've got the key tracked down, so maybe eventually here I'll have the key to put back with it, and then I can send it off to somebody. The key got lost in translation.
Yeah, I've got one challenge lock I'm holding on to right now just because of that. The key is gone.
I had one, and it just drove me insane. I couldn't get anywhere, and I didn't work too hard at it. It just felt like it was beyond me, so I sent it on over to Broke. And then, of course, he made me feel really good when he put it in there and opened it in about 15 seconds.
that that tends to happen sometimes. You're like, what the heck? Try this, and then it was easy. It's like, damn you.
Yeah, right? Yeah. He's a good picker. Some of the locks he's been doing, man. He's the one who thinks he can help me with that biaxial that I got sent. That
Oh,
looks like oof.
Yeah, I've tried to do some medicos. I just, I don't know what I'm not getting about those.
Well, I think that biaxial, that's one where you have to actually turn the pins.
Yeah, well, most medicos you have to turn.
Ugh.
I believe.
And what a pain to even put the key in because of that setup. That does not look like any fun whatsoever. No, I gotta find a lock I can actually open today. And that one is apparently not it.
Sometimes that's how it goes. You got to get your mojo going, and then
That's exactly right. Got to get something I can actually open. Maybe we'll see if I can open this one today. Master 530.
That's a little fun. Is the 530 the guttable or non-guttable? That's the non-guttable one.
This one is guttable.
Okay, maybe it's the.
I think I have a 532. Okay. That one is not guttable.
Okay. Yeah, I know there's one that's not. I think I got that one. Still fun though. It's got some spools in it. But,
yeah, and this one is one of them that, I had thought, because I really like the lock, the look of it, the feel of it. It's just a sweet little lock. But it's got a really goofy, little dinky, tiny 4-pin core or something in it. You can't put a better core in it.
It's too short to do anything else with.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a little tiny core. Which is really too bad, because other than that, I really like the lock.
Guess what? Maybe the Pro Series when they move up 5 and 6 pin guttables.
Could be. I mean, look at how tiny that core is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Little dinky thing, and the way they've got it laid out in there, they're just
no more room.
Maybe if I could disassemble the whole thing, because there's a no, it's the way the metal's milled. You couldn't even put a bigger or deeper one in if you wanted to. So, which is too bad, but neat little lock. Like I said, I really like the way it's been put together. It's a nice lock, but This one was actually kind of a interesting pick for quite a while, especially only being a 4-pin. There we go. The other one that stumped me for quite a while, actually, was this orange belt, 532. See, and this is the one that's not guttable.
Uh-huh.
But this one was actually a pretty doggone challenging pick. Made me work for it. Which for an orange belt lock, I wouldn't think it would have. But it's kind of the same way with the Master 150. That lock is tougher than you expect it to be.
Yeah, it's kind of, it'll fool you in its feedback. I finally bought one a couple weeks ago, and you'll end up thinking it's a spool, and you're actually oversetting a pin sometimes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That was I really like kind of grabbing that one when I really want to put something through its paces or test something out, because it seems like you almost get different feedback every freaking time you pick it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that's just because it's such a poor lock, but it makes it kind of fun at the same point. You have a master lock trailer puck you can't pick, huh?
I told you a long time ago. You can send that to me. I'll see what I can do, Stu. Have you? Well, Master Light Trailer Puck. Do you have the comb picks? Just comb the thing.
Just comb it, yeah. You know, I think I have some. I don't anymore. I had a set of comb picks that were in something else that I was playing with. I never really had any luck with those, but I don't know if I had the right locks for them either.
Yeah. I was trying to comb one on a video of one the other day. I couldn't get it. And I figured you can push the comb too high and it'll actually block the rotation. So I had to push them up and apply the tension and slowly pull the comb down until it cleared the shear line and allow it to turn.
That makes sense.
I didn't realize that. I just assumed, okay, this is the right height. Just push it aside. Nope.
Yep.
It's like anything. You got to practice it.
And then I bought one of these U-Haul locks. And it's an interesting lock. It was kind of a fun pick at first. But I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if you can hear it now. Hear that crunchy?
Oh, that sounds like you got a spring something.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. But it still works just fine with the key. But man, it's almost impossible to pick. So it's almost like, it's almost what it sounds like, is that I got a spring hung up in there somewhere.
Let me guess. No, it got stuck in your hair. Oh, yeah, I figured that was coming. Yeah, something like
that. Oh, Lord. I tell you. That's where we need one of those bad drumline audio to pick through there, right?
Yep.
That's right. I got this American 5200. That's a nice little lock. I need to repin this one again. I should do that today. I've got this Abus 83, and I repinned it with a set out of my Sparrows reload kit.
Oh, nice.
And I've been picking away on that one, so now I should change it up and put a different key, different set of pins in there.
So I'm not familiar with the spread. Did it have spools or crickets? Yeah.
Well, it came with blank pins, nothing in it at all.
Right. I didn't know
And then
this.
you pin it to whatever the heck you want. And this reload kit, it's got a multitude of different pins, but it came with keys, a bunch of different keys, and different pins to go with those keys. So there's just standards. That one's got some spools in it. There's a different one, a different key setup that I can pin up whatever I want. There's that one. That's the blank that came with it. And then here's actually I can repin it and make it a 6-pin. And then I've got a whole bag of security pins so I can put whatever I want in there.
Yes.
And then I've also got a set of chest piece pins. I can put those in there.
That would be fun.
Right? That's what I'm thinking of doing next, is maybe another one of these other 4-pin or something. Or not 4-pin, 5-pin. Pick a different keyway. Like this one's got a really nice bitting on there with that middle piece. That might be a fun one to throw in there. Maybe we'll do that one. I'm going to hold off on the chest pieces, though. For now, another day. Another day, another $1.
I don't know if they have any tapers in there, but you want something to drive you crazy. So tapers will drive you crazy.
I don't need help getting driven crazy. I'm married.
Yeah. Same here.
All right. Yeah, and this is the one you got to be careful when you pull this lock apart, because it has this one little bitty piece in the back end of it here.
Oh, the Z or whatever.
Yep. Allows you to convert it to a key retaining core, which is cool. Very neat. And it works. It's super easy to manipulate. Lots of little pieces and parts that come off the back end of this thing. Let me find a tool.
Oh, they got the slide at the top for the 6th pin.
It's got that lovely retaining pin in there too holds the core in.
Have you got that top cover for the 6th chamber?
It's wide open. I can just drop one in if I want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought there was like a little piece that would, once you dropped it in, it would slide over and keep it in.
Now this has this retaining pin back here
on the Bible.
Oh, on the Bible.
Yeah, see that hole in the back for the 6th chamber?
Yep.
Is that like dovetailed for a piece to slide over?
Yep, it sure is.
I don't know if you have that, but I think when you go to 6, I think that has to be on there.
Yeah, that would make sense. And yeah, I do not have that, so I do not have that. I don't remember what I put in there. So I did a barrel serrated, a spool. Another spool. Get some great feedback out of that little bugger too.
Yeah, I love picking spools.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're hungry. Is that your stomach? I keep hearing.
No, I think it's it's my core plug fall.
Oh, is that what? Okay,
3D printed plug follower.
Oh, it sounds like
makes a little noise. Yeah, so I had 4 spools and 1 serrated in there. Yep. So let's see. Let's just put these key pins in this bag. Put the key back in with it. Keep that straight. Just recorded the P5 video with oven gloves on. It's full of disasters. Well, that's part of the fun. And that's, I actually appreciate videos that are done like that because there's some reality to it, if you will. I might just go with that. Let's see. What else is in here? There's some really cool. There's some cool pins in this bag. I might have to just dump that out and find some cool pins to throw in this thing. Instead of all spools, we'll find some other goodness. Let's see what we got. Here's a really nice tapered spool. I don't know what you call those exactly.
A mushroom.
Well, kind of. Just one end of it's tapered out. I don't know if you can see that or not. A little focus.
But you're saying it tapers when it gets to the head of the spool.
Yeah. So I guess you'd call it a mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some of my homemade pins in here still too. Let's see. There's another one of those. We'll throw another tapered one in there. We'll make it fun. What the heck? I guess we'll put a spool in there too. I need one more. What else should I do? I'll do one more serrated. All right. What do I have? I don't have a. Do you hold this Bible? You do hold it, don't you? Or not the Bible, the core. So I got to figure out these key pins, which ones go where. All right. Let's see. You. Now I just got to figure out which one's going what slot. We'll be good to go. Hey, you look good there. So nope, you don't go there. Okay. Nope, you don't go there. That's too deep. So you here. Yeah, that looks more better. I think you go there. Yep. We're cooking with gas, guys. We're cooking with gas. Good grief. I say that, and then I'm dropping pins all over. There we go. All right, so that looks good. Let's see, this is the back. All right.
Oh, yeah, no wonder. It'll hold it. As long as you get the leg up under the chuck vise, it'll balance it.
Yep, Fighting Lockpicker was the one who won QTH. Sorry, dude. Yeah, that Berserker challenge looks like it would have been fun to do. I just don't own enough locks for that. You know? I could probably put together the number of locks, but I wouldn't be able to open them up in that time frame. The ones I've got, there's just no way.
Never know. Maybe we'll get it.
Huh?
So you never know. You may be able to get it.
Yeah. Not in 5 minutes. Whew. That would be rough.
That is a lot of locks.
That's a lot of locks to do in 5 minutes.
And I think you can rake, right? You just can't bypass or something. Hopefully,
Right.
I'm not that great at raking.
Well, I can rake up a storm, man. If I had enough locks that I could rake them. But I can't rake any of those high end locks like some of these guys do. I don't, man.
Nah, I can't either. If it's got a spool or something in it, I can't.
Right? I see these guys that are out there raking these doggone 1100s, and yeah, ain't gonna happen for this guy. Oh my word! Come on, you can go in there. Oh, jeez. That's the other thing. You got to remember this little piece in the bottom of this lock. You got to put that back in before you put the C-clip on.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't do that. So, hey, learn from my mistakes, people. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, we all do.
There.
That's part of learning this sport. I guess the problem is a lot of us don't show it on videos as much as we should.
Don't show what?
Show our mess ups as much.
Yeah, I try to. If I'm going to screw up, hey, I'll let the world see that I'm a screw up. What the heck? It's part of the fun, right? Keep it real. I didn't on the challenge lock. I didn't show the 20 times that I had to attempt to pick that lock before I finally got it picked. But a lot of times I'll show it. Hey,
Yeah.
not perfect. Nobody is. And that's just it. I see some of these guys that show these insane videos, man. They're just popping one lock after another. Well, how many takes did it take before they got that?
Yep. Exactly.
Just don't know.
So I've been trying to do some out of package picks, just to show the suffering that I go through to learn it.
Yeah, I tried to do that here the other day. It didn't work so well for me. All right, so that must be the key retaining position. Oh, God. Well, I guess it ain't going to be key retaining no more because I just dropped it.
Uh-oh. On the floor? Or
Well, I don't know if it made it to the floor. Or it's hiding in my chair.
It's like I lost a spring out of a disc detainer pick the other day, and I've looked everywhere. I can't find it, so it's in pieces right now, waiting to see if that shows up.
Yeah, I don't know where the heck it went either. The nice thing is they don't have a carpeted floor, so it's a little easier to find than if it's in carpet. But not a lot. Oh. Oh. Then I go to get down on the floor to look for it and get a cramp in my freaking leg. That's awesome. Now, where did you go? I didn't even hear it hit the floor. That's the weird part.
And I got so much crap on my desk right now. It's
Oh, yeah, mine's a bit of a mess too, but I know it went down. I saw that much.
problem is I'll start cleaning and I'll grab a lot. Oh, I want to pick on this for a while, and it's like I'd never get back to cleaning.
Found it.
Ah, yay!
Yay. Oh. All right, let's try this again. That's probably the neatest feature of this lock, but it's also the biggest pain.
To get in there, right? Yep. You got to balance it on that, and then
Right?
slide the body over the top. Yep.
I want to get some of the other cores for this thing yet.
Well, luckily the guy was nice about it, but I ordered a core off of eBay, and when it got here, it was missing a whole pin stack. I was like, dude. And so he was nice enough. He sent a whole another one out and didn't ask for the other one back. So
There we go. Yeah, that was nice.
but it's what's kind of weird is the key is it's got 6 cuts on it, but the cores are only 5-pin cores. So it's that's kind of odd. So like it's a 6, 1, 2, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-pin key, but as you can tell, they only drilled 5 holes in the bottom. There's enough room for the 6th one, but it's just not drilled. So
Yeah. I'm gonna have to see where I can find that slide piece to put in here to make this into a 6-pinner. Glad you pointed that out.
yeah,
I would
and
have saved
I'm
that.
assuming it's a slide piece. I thought I've seen somebody's video. I don't have one like that, but I
It
thought
looks like it. It's just a little dovetail.
yeah.
So they'd probably manufacture one out of a piece of pop can or something, I guess.
Or 3D print something to slide in there.
I don't know if 3D print be thick enough to support it. I suppose it would, because you got room to make it up higher and just have the little lips off the side.
Yeah.
Not like it's holding a ton of pressure in there.
No, and plus it'll squeeze against the top of the padlock body to push against, if
Right.
it has to. So
All right. Another one done. Another change made. There. Try and put my tools away. A little bit anyway. Roan Smith, how the heck are you this morning, good sir? I've been playing with a handful of these locks that you sent me, cursing you silently under my breath on some of them. I haven't got into the really difficult ones, I don't think, yet. But I will. I will be attacking them slowly but surely. There's some drama going on over on Discord.
uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, mercy. Yeah, you already missed the drawing there, Mr. Runesmith. The Fighting Lockpicker is the winner. I got several of those cores like what you're working on there now. What brand is that one?
This is a Dom S with the rattlesnakes in it.
Ah,
I've been fighting with it, so I tried to progress it from the back. I got through the rattlesnakes, and now the standard pins are killing me, so now I've switched to the front.
the Versa. I don't know what brand that one was. Let's see. Is this the Versa? Yeah, there's the Versa right there. So far, the easiest one I've had was this Patton. I've popped that one open a couple times now. The Versa, I just started playing with it a little bit today. I need to do some more. Need to get back on that one too. Drama. There's never drama. It never happens. You'll have to go searching there, Nola. I don't know what channel it was on. I just had the app was open in the backside of my computer and I saw some ones pop up. Holy cow. Man, these pins are, yeah. Stop playing with your emotions. You have emotions? What? Oh, where'd those come from? There's some extra pins I forgot to put away.
All you want to do, Nola, was go make it worse.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. You wanted to go break out the old shit spoon and stir the pot.
Yeah, poke the bear over there.
Yeah, what did you go in? Yeah, that one. Yeah, the other one I need to work on is this Agent Dimple Lock. That's the last one I need. Need to get that one done and learn how to gut that big beast. That looks like that'll be fun.
Ooh. Huh. Wonder if you got if that's when you got to pull that outer sleeve or off or not.
Yeah, I think so.
It's probably got one little dimple on the side that's probably got to be driven or drilled out.
Yeah, that'll be from my purple belt. If I can figure that beastie out.
Never. I don't think I've had an
The
agent.
Medico is easy enough once you get the feel for the rotations. Yeah, I know. Broke says he can educate me on how to do the Medico, which we will see if I can be educated on that. Let's see.
Well, when you figure it out, let me know.
Hey, he claims they're easy. But that must mean he's got that rotation down. I need a slimmer pick. So we're going to go with that beauty Schlim pick. Schlim pickings. Really love your picks, dude. These things are rocking it. Someday you'll get your package. Maybe. Medicos give great feedback. I've heard that as well. Well, that's a question I've got, right? So it talks about on the purple belt, you have to pick 2 locks and gut. Now, I've already have one of them on camera, but it's not guttable. Does that still count?
What kind is it? Is it like a duo
Mindy.
or?
It's the Mindy flat key, 56
Okay.
millimeters.
I think they will accept it because I had one. I think
They
I
have it
did.
listed as a purple belt lock, but I can't gut that one. So
Right. If it's not guttable, I think they'll count it because I think I did the duo, which is not completely guttable. I got it as far as I could, and it
right,
counted for mine. So
yeah,
I
it's
think
this one here with the flat key.
I think
That's an awesome lock. I actually really like this thing. That's fun. I see some guys doing some speed picks on that thing. They're just
I know.
stupid.
I struggled with that flat key one for a long
I
time.
I built my own little tool for it, and it
Uh,
doesn't take long to open it with that.
uh,
But I wasn't getting it with a regular pick. I actually screwed one up and flipped a disc in there, so that I made that tool so I can repress both sides of the discs at the same time, and
yeah,
that made a world of difference. Yeah. So I've got that one. So then I just need to get either that Medico or this Agent, one of the two.
yeah, that was the picks I made for that flat pagoda for the 3 different discs.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I just made this one. I made it spring tension.
So you could squeeze it to what size?
Squeeze it in to hit the different discs. Yeah.
That makes more sense to me.
And I'd start on the inside disc and depress it, and then just come up and just let it pop out, and it would pop right into the next disc. And
that does make a lot more sense to me.
Really worked well.
And you don't have to sit there and switch picks. You got the same.
Yep. Right.
And that's from is that like Wiper Blade?
Yeah, it is. I got some Wiper Blade, and it's super thin, super narrow material, and it worked perfect for that. It's also worked really good for some tension wrenches that I've made with it. Made beautiful tension wrenches being that slimmer material.
Been trying to stock up on some of that from my local.
Yep, I need to go find some more. I've made some extra tension wrenches to make a second tension wrench, and those Southern Specialty pocket tools. So that way you can have a top of keyway in and the bottom of keyway in there both. And it makes a beautiful tension wrench. It just nestles down in there so nice. So I need to go get some more of that material.
Problem is, a lot more of the windshield wipers are not made from that anymore.
No, they don't have those in them. Yeah. I went through probably 7 or 8 at the one shop I was at in their junk pile before I found one that actually had metal in it. I was hoping to find some of that nice wide stuff, but these were all thin. The ones I did find were just that thin stuff. So yeah, I either need to do that one or do that Medico, and I'll have what I need for that. But we'll see when I get around to actually figuring something like that out.
As much as I was telling you to do some tapers for fun, this one evidently they're not standards; they're tapers. They don't look it, but they are. Great.
killing you, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, right on, lady. Well, it's about time for me to call her a day anyway, guys.
All right. Well, I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, I appreciate you joining. I got some other crap I need to get done. I appreciate everyone getting here. I will reach out to the Fighting Lockpicker. I guess I'll probably do another drawing whenever I get to the 500 mark, if I ever get there. But I'm a little over 300 now, so it's slowly getting there. Probably would help if I had more time to put out more content, but it is what it is.
That's right.
Part of the fun, right? All right, guys. I'm going to be playing with these upstairs today, Mr. Runesmith. It's on my agenda to find a good movie to put on and play with locks. Since I'm not feeling quite up to snuff, sounds like a good way to spend the day, especially since it's supposed to be 90 some degrees out today.
Yeah.
I don't need to be outside. I need to mow lawn, but it'll have to wait. Let's see, what am I doing? All right, man. Later, everybody.
Right.
Have a marvelous day. Thank you again so much for joining. Thank you so much for playing the games and getting in on the drawings. And we will catch you guys all on the flip side. Later.